Yeah, what up? It's your dude Tank Lip. I'm back again in part 4 of this vlog on my review for the movie Top 5. So, you know, where I left off, where the camera chopped me on part 3 of the vlog, I was talking about Rosario Dawson's character in the movie, you know, and her gay boyfriend and how she's suspecting, you know, all these hints leading up to the fact that, you know, dude's gay and shit, you know. They, in it, you know, the movie flashing back to this couple's, like, you know, this dude have some odd fetishes and shit, and it starts to become more clear and unveiled to Rosario Dawson, you know, like, homie's gay and shit. So, you know, on some shit like his fetish was like, you know, first he got in the door phenomenon, you know, oh honey, you know, just let me see how it feels when you stick your finger in my ass. And then, you know, next thing you know, it turned from some odd shit that they did like mid-sex to like that's all he's looking for and shit. You know, like, it's not even no foreplay, no kissing anymore, no fucking, like, homie's just, like, butt-ass naked, you know, bent over, and it just becomes routine. Like, he's just expecting that finger in his ass type shit. Like, the movie really shows this. This is not me being on some homophobe shit or talking shit about gays. Like, let them do what they want to do. This, like, some shit they really showing in the movie, you know, for their relationship and shit. So she's kind of it's getting old to her, you know. She's getting tired of it. It's becoming more clear, like, he ain't into her. Like, he just on some gay shit. So the movie flashes back to, you know, this couple, Rosario Dawson and her what seems to be gay boyfriend, you know, at dinner. And in this part, this scene, this flashback in a movie type scene, you know, they show in Rosario Dawson, her gay boyfriend, and actually the dude that turns out to be his gay lover. Like, they all sitting at dinner. It's two couples, two guys, two chicks. And, you know, her gay boyfriend and his gay lover, like, they start clowning on her. She gets pissed off. So later that night, you know, Rosario Dawson and the gay boyfriend, they about to have some heated sex. She goes into the bathroom, get all pretty and shit for him. She come out, and homie, like I just was saying, like, it's become so routine for him. You know, she ready to get into it. She got all duped up and pretty and shit. Only to get duped, homie is on the bed, butt ass naked, ass out in the air, ready for her finger and shit. So she's just had it. Like, she had been having it. You know, all these hints that he not really into her, he just gay. She just like, you know, a toy for him to fulfill his gay acts and gay fantasies. Like, and then she gets clowned on at dinner. She like ready for her revenge. So this time, you know, she really gonna give it to him in his ass. Rosario Dawson takes a tampon and lubes that shit up with hot sauce, and then plugs homie that's butt ass naked, ass out in the air, plugs him in the ass with this hot sauce tampon. And now his butthole burning, you know, he just squirming in the bed. So we're just some funny shit. Like, you know, he's just squirming. Like, and that was her revenge, you know, for getting played and shit. Like, she had just reached a point, and like, how dope was that? That, like, Top 5 and Chris Rock and whoever made this movie, like, they illustrate, like, in some candid, like, blatant, funny-ass scene, like, some shit that really goes down in the world, but, you know, it's usually on some behind-the-closet shit, and you only hear about it from, like, comedians and shit that expose this type of shit. When, like, people be on some weird fetishes and shit so much, maybe they're not even gay, they just on some weird fetishes, and, you know, they come at you, it's like that in the door phenomenon, like, honey, let's just try this. Next thing you know, that weird fetish is so routine, you ain't even making out or fucking the person. It's like just jump straight to this routine of these odd fetishes. So it was just a brilliant way of like illustrating and exposing that quirky aspect to, you know, society and sexual society, like behind closed doors type shit that goes down. So, you know, top 5, like I've been telling you, there just was so many brilliant shits to this movie. So, you know, that was that. Then, you know, there's this point where Andre Hall, played by Chris Rock, you know, he in jail, and he on the phone with his wife-to-be. You know, they about to have this wedding, but he just got locked up in jail, and she's like pissed at him. Like, how could you do this to me? It's about to be my big day. And really, there's like a lot of layers to this shit. Her wedding ain't really about she into Chris Rock. It's about how much being married to Chris Rock's character, you know, and all the success he has, how much that's going to bring the spotlight onto her. You know, so she being candid on the phone with Chris Rock, and I got the notes right here, some shit like, you know, telling him how she sucked his dick so many times, she didn't really want to do that. But she was doing it because she was going to ask him for a favor at one point down the road. You know, and I got my conspiracy theories and shit about society and like sex. And like one of the aspects of my conspiracy theory about sex is that basically every fucking thing we do, from the jobs we work and the money we make, and then what we buy with the money we make, from dope cars to dope houses, stylish clothes and shit, how it all is really linked to like fucking that person we want to fuck. So really, you know, money, power, respect, like the world revolves around sex. That shit keeps shit ticking, you know. So, you know, this is like an interesting flip on my own conspiracy theory. It's a little different of a flip though. Like top 5, the movie exposing how sometimes we do like the reverse. I'm saying we do shit to get the sex, and the movie saying people do certain sexual things to get other things. And then here they showing this chick like completely oblivious in her candidness to how ignorant she sounded. Like she's exposing to her soon-to-be hubby, she don't really want to be sucking his dick. She was just doing it all the time because she knew later down the road she was going to need a favor from him. You know, in this sense, you know, his shine and his success would then, you know, spotlight her the fuck up and give her success in her type of movie shit, whatever she was going to do in her career, just by being affiliated with Chris Rock. So she wasn't sucking his dick, you know, because she was real into him, you know, like on some personal romance shit. It was for a favor, and I just thought, how brilliant was that? Like a flip, like top 5, the movie was trolling me on my own conspiracy theory, except they did like a flip on it, like the reverse. Instead of my thing, you know, do this and this and this to lead up to the sex. You know, she talking about doing the sex to lead up to other shit. So just dope, mad dope. So, you know, this next thing I'm going to discuss, like what a depiction, you know, this was. Like, again, you know, my apologies, you know, for being the white man bringing to you like some black man aspects and perspectives, but it is what it is. I got a mind, I can analyze shit. I've been around the world, I've been in the hood, I'm from fucking Queens, New York, you know, shit ain't no game. I know how it fucking goes down. And you know, the scene, you know, Rosario Dawson and Chris Rock, they doing a lot of walking. Their walking leads them into the hood. There's a couple homies calling out at Chris Rock like, oh, you Hollywood, but you came back and shared what's going on, homie, blah, blah, blah. You know, dude hits Chris